Hey Leo, welcome. How are you doing, Leo? Thank you for stopping by again. My name is Letty. If you're returning, hey. If you are new, welcome. My name is Letty. And if you are feeling the energy emitting from this page, if you're feeling my flow, consider liking, sharing, commenting, letting me know how it's resonating for you. Also consider subscribing to my channel. If you do choose to subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you're notified of any content that's posted after this one or whenever I go live. I'd love to talk with you in real time. Okay, so today we're taking a look at the current energies for you, Leo. We're going to look into the past, present, future, look at some challenges, and look at the outcome of the energy that Spirit is presenting here today, okay? We'll also pull a few oracle cards at the end just for an ending message. So let's go ahead and get started, my Leo friends. Thank you for stopping by. All right. For Leo, please and thank you, Spirit. I hope you all are doing well today. I hope you have managed to stay cool. This is hot. Hotter than Satan's toenails out there. Okay, so let's see. For Leo, past. All right. Future. And present for Leo. Okay. All right, what is the challenge for Leo? What is the challenge right now for Leo? All right, we'll take that one. And then what is the outcome? I feel like some of y'all Leos ain't wanting to act right today. Cars flying all off the table and stuff. Okay, so just generally speaking, and we will clarify here in a moment. So looking to the past, we have the energy of the Emperor. Okay, so there's definitely an energy of probably understanding. There is some understanding of who you are, your position, your influence, the power that you hold and carry is coming up for the past energy. In the present, I feel like this is the Four of Cups. Really enjoying yourself in the moment, not really putting too much of yourself out there. Just really being self-absorbed, taking care of yourself right now. Possibly just lounging, not putting too much pressure on anything, anything that you're doing right now. Now, in the future, I do see the energy of love. With the Two of Cups here, there may be some type of connection coming towards you in the future here, Leo. The challenge, however, is the energy of the Two of Swords. And that could necessitate a choice being made, coming to some kind of crossroads where you have to choose one thing or the other, one person or the other. So, and then in the outcome, we got the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. I feel like whatever happens when it's all said and done, that is actually going to end in your favor, and it's going to be something very enjoyable for you, something very fulfilling. Even the inner child in you is going to be happy, right? I feel like this is going to provide a level of freedom that you're desiring. But let's get more cards for you, Leo, so we can pull out the energies around these cards that we pulled out for your message, okay? All right. All right, Leo, let's jump in First of all, let me say these cards were jumping all across this table. Okay, whoever you are, Leo, you're very demanding, okay? And that's okay, as long as you're authentic with it, okay? So, in the past, we have the Emperor. Now, I feel like there is a challenge with this, because he's standing like he's almost like a prime minister. And so you could be someone who has a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and someone who's given a lot of reverence and consideration, someone who has a high level of respect. And so it almost feels like high profile energy. When I clarified it, I got the Emperor again, 7 of Emotions, the Muse of Inspiration, and the Page of Voices. And so I almost feel like if in fact you were looking for something specific, right? It doesn't have to be someone, like a relationship, but anything, right? It's almost as if you have a high level of standard that you live by, that you need to live by because of the energy that you carry. Of course, the Emperor was clarified by the Emperor, right? And so it would have to be something that lives up to your standard, or someone on your level at least. And very choosy energy, very skeptical, very tedious in choosing, things for yourself. A very high level of inspiration, and a very high level of motivation as well, and very choosy. I get that energy. Possibly someone who has, I almost want to say, sources that bring you the information that you need to keep you informed. Right? You have people and sources, resources at your beck and call, right? For whatever it is you need. If it's information, you got it. If it's to go make a run to get something, you got it, right? It's almost like that level of energy that you sit in the past. A high level of reverence and consideration, of love and compassion, kindness. Either this is the energy coming from you, or this is the energy that people treat you with, right? Very high level energy. Now, other than that, the Emperor is really someone who not only has the authority to have people do things. The Emperor also is one who is ready and able to go do at the drop of a dime as well, right? The Emperor doesn't have to get ready because he stays ready, right? Very ready and willing to go do what needs to be done, right? Especially if there is any doubt that it won't be done right, the Emperor will go and do it himself. And so it's that level of power, Now, in the current situation, I feel very relaxed. It's almost like the opposite energy. The Four of Cups is very withdrawn from anyone. It's not really engaging, but it's sitting back and taking care of self. The Four of Wands was clarified with the Hanged Muse, the Hanged Man, the Magician, and the Knight of Inspiration. And so if there was anything that was operating here in the past, if you were operating in your calling, I don't feel like currently that is at the forefront of your mind. Right now it feels like you're wanting to go into rest mode. or either you've been in rest mode and you're trying to come out of it. Maybe there was some type of break or pause that you've been on to really clarify your authentic purpose, to regain inspiration, and to just find out like what it is that you want or need to be doing. Currently, I feel like you're in that energy. You could be about to head back out and get back to work or re-engage, right? Right now, I feel like you're withdrawn in rest mode for some reason, and you're about to head back out to get back to your purpose, your authentic purpose, whatever that is. You could have taken a break. You could have taken some time out just to get some personal clarity, to see how you want to move forward, what's next, right? It almost feels like that kind of energy, taking some kind of a break. Now, I don't really get that this is concerning anyone else. If it is, then you're taking time out to yourself just to get clear on some things, right? Maybe withdrawing. Or this could be you preparing to connect with someone, just making sure that you're straight. It could be any of those things, but I feel like you're really in rest mode right now in the current moment. Just kind of kicked back, not pursuing anything at the moment. You're about to, you're just not at this moment. Now, as we move into the future, we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups could definitely talk about partnerships, being ready to head out, but it could also talk about love, right? So for some of you, you could be about to go out and pursue some type of partnership that you desire, or that would bring in material wealth and true prosperity. Or it could be you heading out to really pursue what it is that your heart desires in terms of connections. Either way, we have the Ace of Wands and the Star clarifying the Two of Cups. There's some type of new inspiration coming in. There's a new fire that's about to be lit for you, Leo. And it almost is like you see something that sparks something inside, and all of a sudden there's this drive that you have, right? There could be a level of healing that's being completed that will activate this desire as well. But I feel like for most of you, this is material wealth or true prosperity. This is involving abundance for you. In the future, you'll be pursuing what it is that you desire. Now, in the challenged position, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords generally talks about being at a crossroads of some kind, being at a stalemate, right? So it feels like there's something that needs to be decided before you move forward. You could have a dilemma of some kind and you're not sure what it is that you want at the moment. Or it also could be things happening in a different way than you imagined that's causing a little bit of, it could be confusion, it could be frustration, it could be just not perceiving things the way they are just yet. But you thought it was going to happen a certain way when it's actually happening a whole different way. Because of that, it's causing a little bit of a stagnation or a hesitation here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Inspiration, right? The desire to move forward, to grow, to expand, to go after what it is that you feel like you deserve and that you're worthy of, and to go out and pour your heart into the desires of your heart, right? It's on pause right now because you're not sure. It's almost like you're choosing between a few things. You're not sure how you want to pursue that as of yet. And so right now, it's on pause. It's on pause. possibly because you're not sure how to go about moving forward, right? You have in your mind how you thought it would play out, but it's not really showing up that way. I'm hearing it's showing up a different way. That's kind of putting a little bit of an obstacle in the way. There's something that needs to be handled or decided before being able to move forward in this pursuit of expansion, before moving forward for what it is that you see yourself having, see yourself worthy of, before being able to go out and master. It's almost like making the world your playground. Go out and master what it is that you want. There's a decision possibly that needs to be made before you're able to do that. And so that's the challenge. For some of you, this could be waiting for something to come in so that you can move forward. Again, it was something that didn't quite happen the way that you thought it would. You're waiting for something to be reciprocated. Yeah, and so in the outcome, we have the Sun. So this says that the possibility of actually ending this in a good way, where you are, very satisfied with the result, is definitely possible. It's definitely possible for you to get the compensation that you feel you desire to do whatever this is. If you persevere, you can't give up, and you can't, be in the Four of Cups energy, right? You have to come out, you got to make decisions, you have to kind of face things head on with courage, right? With the strength here, there's a level of courage you're being called to come forward with. Also, there is a need to understand your abundance right now, and your being equipped with everything that you need within yourself. The 9 of emotions is you having everything you need, and anything else that you don't have, you have the ability to acquire it. It's almost like wish fulfillment energy. Nothing will be withheld in terms of you reaching this level of fulfillment and happiness. Okay. I do have the Tower and the 10 of Swords though, and that says that there's going to be some work to do, and it could very well be internal work, right? There's going to be some work to do. There's going to be some things to overcome in the process, but it's definitely something that's doable. It's definitely something that's doable. And if you're able to do it, you will most definitely be compensated as well. But perseverance is necessary. I feel like the Tower and the 10 of Voices talks about awakenings that need to happen. There's possibly some enlightenment that this Sun will bring in. By the time you reach this level of fulfillment, you will have gone through some awakenings. You will have overcome many, difficulties. And so that is what I am seeing for you. I feel like what is really sticking out the most for me is fulfillment. I feel like there is the energy of wanting to feel, how you feel like you've made it, right? And that means different things for different people. It's whatever your happiness looks like, whatever your complete fulfillment looks like, whatever your worry-free Zen paradise looks like, right? Whatever that means. I feel like that's in terms of what it is that you have in mind here, Leo. You could be someone who loves to play dominoes. I'm seeing dominoes. You could be someone who loves to play soccer. I'm seeing a soccer net as well. For some of you, you are a dancer. You love to dance. You could even have tendencies towards like dark clothes, like to go a little goth. Let's see. Any last messages for Leo? Any last messages for Leo? I guess I'll take those. All right. And so our first card that came out was upheaval. And then preparation came out. And then lastly, insight came out. And so starting with, let's see, insight. I know insight is a card that inspires you to be willing to do the work. In this picture, the bird is it's working to get the food. The little yellow thing in the jar is some type of food. The bird is going back and forth bringing rocks to fill this up. Every time a rock is dropped in here, the water level goes higher. Eventually the bird has assumed that doing the work, which is bringing rocks to fill this up, will have the water to continue to rise. Eventually this piece of food will be high enough towards the surface where he can just peck it off of the water, right? And so being willing to do the work, insight, right? Strategy, perseverance, right? Hard work. Spirit is saying be willing to find solutions for yourself on the way here. They're there and they will take work. And so Spirit is saying be creative and be willing to, even experiment. Not everything you try will be successful, but it's the effort that counts, and you will be rewarded even for those things that are not successful. So many times we think, okay, so me being successful equals compensation. No, that's not how Spirit works. I'm hearing Spirit is saying even times when you're not successful, you still get compensated for the intention that you poured in that. In the same way, when you go out and you do a good deed for someone, we don't always look for that reciprocation to come from that person. It may come a whole different way. Same thing, right? It's about the intention that you put out that comes back to you, right? And it may in fact come back from a different way, but you will be compensated for it. So don't be afraid, Spirit says, Leo, to try different things and to keep working at it to get what it is that you are desiring, okay? Don't be afraid to put in the work. Now, for upheaval, right? This is about a few birds. Looks like they're being displaced. Let me see. And it looks like it's all of a sudden the basket of eggs Oh, there's a tree that's toppling over. Yeah, and it's almost disheveled. All of the birds and even the eggs in the basket are being tossed out. And so in upheaval, right, things can change all of a sudden. And it may not have anything to do with you, right? And so Spirit is asking you, are you ready for that change? Would you be able to weather an unexpected change if it came in all of a sudden, Leo? Because Emperor energy, right, doesn't have to get ready because they stay ready. So Spirit is letting you know who you are, right? No matter what this is, like you possess the energy, the wisdom. Even for some of you, you have a level of influence that will pull in resources for you during this time of upheaval. And it could be anything, right? That allows you to experience this ability to regain your composure right off of the fly and make things better, stable, at least for the moment in that situation. And it could be things like being laid off or being forced to move, you know, like these birds are being toppled out of this tree all of a sudden. It could even be something that happens all of a sudden, something a little cruel, you know, like this tree being toppled over and chopped down. Now where's everybody gonna go? This is a clue for you, Leo, that change may be coming, and it may be something that comes in unwarned, you know, without any warning. It may come in all of a sudden. Sometimes change can bring in something better. And this kind of change sometimes comes in because unless it is motivated externally, we would never change. And so there needs to be like a outside factor ushering in this change. But I overall feel like Spirit is warning you to be prepared. Be prepared. Something is about to shift in your life, Leo. This is a time to connect with your intuition. And when you do that, you won't be caught off guard. Your intuition will let you know when that's about to happen. And so, yeah. If you're able to plan, do it. And if something comes in that's a little off and you're like, ooh, listen, right? Because Spirit is going to, he's telling you, Spirit is telling you that the warning is going to come in through your intuition. And if you're not connected to your intuition, then you will be caught off guard, okay? Lastly, this is right on time because we just got through talking about upheaval. Preparation comes in. Okay, now in this card we see the birds actually looks like they are, I almost feel like they're, oh okay, I see what they're doing. And so they're carrying seashells from the water shore over to the actual street. Now in the street they drop it, and then the cars come along and crack the shell open. Then once the car goes by, the bird swoops down and gets the meat out of it, right? Birds are smart. I keep telling y'all, I feel like animals have souls, but that's neither here nor there, and that's just my opinion. But only a crafty individual with a high sense of intelligence would know to do that. Right? And so, but this is speaking to the level of craftiness Spirit is letting you know it's time to operate in. It's time to be clever and crafty when it comes to solving problems. Right? Who knew that bird had that level of intelligence? Right? So they're going to go to the shore. They're going to get a seashell or a clam that has a very hard shell. They'll bring it back to the street where they see cars coming and going. They drop it in the street and wait for a car to run it over and crack it open. Then they drop down and swoop and get the food. Tell me that's not divine intelligence. At its finest, it's divine intelligence. And Spirit is pointing to that in you. It's time to be clever, right? And this may be in response to the upheaval, the energy that you will have at your disposal. And so again, Spirit has already forewarned you, be connected to your intuition. Don't get caught off guard. The message will come through, the warning will come through. You will need to be connected to your intuition. Okay, Leo, that's for you. This change, I feel like, will be in direct correlation too with whatever it is that you desire. I felt like that was connected. Sometimes, especially with the Tower and the Ten of Wands, right? Sometimes it's through unfortunate events or difficulties that our dreams and our wishes come through. And so don't take everything at face value, right? It may in fact be happening for your good. So even through difficult times, keep a positive outlook, okay? Because that's going to make the process that much easier. And so in the end, though, you win and you are compensated, and you will not give up. You will persevere to get to the end, okay? This is waiting for you. All right, now, if you have resonated with this reading, go ahead and like, share, comment. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. If it did not resonate, that's fine too, and you are looking for a more personal reading, you can hit me up. Look down in my description at my calendar, schedule a personal reading with me, and we can go ahead and get a reading going for you personally. And other than that, if you're returning, if it resonated, comment, let me know how. I'd love to hear from you all. With that being said, Leo, that's what I have for you. Keep your head up. The best is yet to come. Understand it. And know your power through all of this process that's coming towards you. It's all working for your good, okay? Know that. Remember that, okay? And when you get to the other side and look back, you'll say, wow, that was amazing. I never would have thought it would have played out that way, right? And so part of it is just releasing control. And trusting as well. Doing what it is in your power that you can do, and then leave the rest to, the universe, to God, to your creator, however you see your source. And it will go well, okay? Leo, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. My name is Letty, and it was a pleasure reading for you. As you know, I don't take it kindly. I don't take it lightly. I do take it kindly. I just don't take it lightly. But thank you for stopping by, Leo. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, share, and comment, okay? I'll see you next time. Bye.